welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Guess what was on sale this week? The Singleton 12-year-old Luscious Nectar. Tastefully enjoyed. Huh? Okay. Glendullan Distillery. Notes of honey, fresh fruit with hints of toffee. Distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. You see that golden fish up there? Isn't that the Braden Auroch? I think it looks the same symbol as the... Oh, this box is going to defeat me yet again. Speyburn. Isn't that the fish for the Speyburn? It's got all this extra cardboard in the box. But we'll save that for the full review. Chuck that in the back there. So we got the Singleton single malt Scotch whiskey. 12-year Luscious Nectar. Yum yum. Let's have some fun. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. Come on in. Get comfortable. Enjoy the show. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Always good to see you. Come on in, baby. Let's get this going. So let's go ahead and get it cracked open. That's an odd-shaped bottle. The foiling is a little bit wonky. It's almost crumbling apart. It's not very stiff, although I don't expect it to be. So let's go ahead and get that cork pop in 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, natural cork. Single malt Scotch. Did I give you a look at the back real quick? Just go ahead and... What is that? DrinkIQ.com. So it is a Diageo product. There you go. Serving facts. Always good to know how much you shouldn't be drinking. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, there we go. That's a... You see that? Catch that before it rolls off the tape. Okay, so... Backtrack just for a second here. Mr. Randy does a 3-part series when he does his whiskey, wine, libations review. 3 parts. First part, we're here right now. Off the rip. We bring it home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have my first impressions, share it with you because I love you. I do. I really do. Part 2, we're going to come back here in about 2-ish weeks. We're going to give this whiskey Scotch enough time and space in a bottle to walk about, see if it wants to change itself, evolve. We're all about evolving. And for good, for better, for worse, it is what it is. I'm going to then try and find as much information as I possibly can on the internet, bring it back to you in a presentable little manner, under 10 minutes, because 10 minutes is pushing it. I do have some that last longer than 10 minutes. If it's too long for you, I apologize. I'm working on it. Sometimes I just have more to say. Part 2, the full review, we're going to have everything out and get it out. Part 3, all the way down, we're going to have the final pour, and thusly named, it's going to be the final pour. We're going to compare that to this right here, the first pour. Is it any better? Is it any worse? How did it fare? And everything in between. Yeah. Anyways, so we got this Scotch here. Singleton 12-year. You know, I went looking for this. The first place I went to that they had it on sale this week. Oh, that is pretty good. That lady was like, oh, she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She's like, I know it says we have it online and on the website and on the app. It does say we have it. She's like, but I'm looking on my computer right now. She's like, I don't. She's like, I'm so sorry. But you know what? Mr. Randy's very lucky because there are 3 other locations. 2 of them within reasonable driving distance. So, yeah, we went ahead and hit up the next one and we scored. But she says it is a lovely bottle of Scotch. She says she likes it. Absolutely. She's like, have you had it? I'm like, no. She was new. Haven't met her before. But she's like, oh, it's beautiful. You'll love it. She's like, if you're into Scotch? I was like, yes, I am. I'm a Scot man. I'm a Scotch man. She was like, oh, yeah. She's like, I think you'll like it. So, on the nose, what is that? This is my first Singleton. I vaguely touched on the surface of something about the Singleton. They have a line or something that's from other distilleries. No, it was the Singleton is what? It was not the distiller, it was what? The distributor? I lost it. I had it. I skimmed over it because I was not looking for the Singleton at the time. I was researching something else, and it brought me to the Singleton, but it said Singleton, and then it said something else. It had another thing on there, and I was like, that's weird. So apparently the Singleton does other distilleries or other bottles or something of that nature. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing Singleton, and then down here in this portion was like different stuff from different bottlers or something. So I do believe that maybe this is just like the parent company. I'm getting way sidetracked. So back on the palate. Very fruity. Well, maybe not very. Relatively fruity. Very nice. Juicy. Viscosity is kind of light-ish. Not bad, but still kind of light. There are some legs that come up very quickly. The nose has a sort of pleasant acridness to it. That's kind of weird. There is like an acridness, but it's like not appalling. It's actually kind of nice. There's like fruits, like light fruits maybe. Pear, apple. A little bit of spice dancing around in the background. Not too bad. The ethanol is not overbearing at all. It really carries well into the nose. On the palate, again. It's not watery at all, but it's not like really oily. It's kind of nice. So viscosity is relatively light to moderate, and it transfers relatively decently. Yes. There's more flavor that affects on the palate, but let's go ahead and get that finish done. Just a sub 2 out of 5 for that that spicy tingliness. It's more than a 1, not quite a 2. Good flavor profile, characters kind of popping out and dancing around a little bit. I don't feel like saying it's a mild finish gives it credit enough. I would say it's relatively moderate, but now the flavor has subsided and given over to the effects. Now the entire mouth is a little bit tingly from the spiciness, which is kind of muted by the fruitiness and the delicious like juiciness of it. It really does kind of transfer, it evolves from a more flavor to an effects. It's almost like it's night and day. Like you get flavor and everything up front, delicious, and then suddenly you get this wash. It just washes over your entire mouth, and it's a low intensity, but it's good. Now we're getting some numbness on the cheeks. Not a whole lot of heat going on in the back of the throat, which I don't mind. I don't mind the lack of the heat because it's kind of most of the time it's an afterthought for me. That is a relatively easy drinking scotch. It is a 12-year-old luscious nectar, but tastefully enjoyed. 40% alcohol by volume. It is a full 750 standard. The Singleton. Perfectly balanced. Well, I'll reserve judgment until we get to the halfway point where we do the full review. Join me back there, won't you? In about 2 weeks. Mark your calendars. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Will this be a good one?